How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. We also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we do this 5 days out of the work week. Maybe you had maybe you had a stressful day, or maybe it was the market conditions while you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. Here it comes. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. Pretty cool. But anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is OCGN. Big time update. Can't wait to share it with you guys. But before we get started, of course, we got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below in the description just in case that you want to make navigation easier for yourself. But I do want to tell you, if you are a shareholder or you're considering to get into a position, you might want to watch the full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the recent news that came out about director selling shares. Yes, there's a director who's been selling shares fairly consistently here, and I'm going to be actually sharing this article that was found on MarketBeat, and this was also found in the filing that was actually put in since last week, but we get to see the update as far as for June the 1st. So we'll go over that. And then secondly, we're going to be taking a look, doing a technical analysis. We want to see the price action. We already know, and we want to take a look. Is it holding up those areas of support? Is it looking bullish or is it looking bearish? And then we're going to be going on Fintel, and we're going to be taking a look at the recent institutional ownership. We want to see, did institutions load up on OCGN today? And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into it. So we're now on marketbeat.com, and we're going to go over some recent news that came out for OCGN. So Ocugen Inc. Director Uday Kampela sells 7,191 shares. Ocugen Director Uday Kampela sold 7,191 shares of the company's stock in a transaction dated Friday, May the 28th. The shares were sold at an average price of $8.82 for a total value of $63,424.62. Following the completion of the transaction, the director now owns 550,865 shares in the company, valued at approximately $4.9 million. The sale was disclosed in a filing with the SEC, which is available through the SEC website. Uday Kampela also recently made the following trades. On Monday, May the 3rd, Uday Kampela sold 50,000 shares of Ocugen stock. The shares were sold at an average price of $15.01 for a total value of $750,500. On Friday, April the 30th, Uday Kampela sold 20,000 shares of Ocugen stock. The stock was sold at an average price of $11.56 for a total value of $231,200. And then on Monday, April the 26th, Uday Kampela sold 350,000 shares of Ocugen stock. The stock was sold at an average price of $11.70 for a total value of $4,095,000. So this is the update that I wanted to share with you guys in regards to the directors selling their shares. When I do the final thoughts, I'll be going into my details in regards to why this could be happening, but for the most part, I had to share this with you guys. I feel like it is my responsibility to keep you guys in the loop, and hey, this is what you guys need to know, especially if you are a shareholder or you're invested in OCGN. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for OCGN. So let's take a look at how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $8.57, being down 1.83%. On the low, it tested $8.26, and then on the high, testing $8.70. So one of the things that we need to point out, which is a good thing, and we've been talking about this for quite some time about OCGN, it's still holding up this $8 level. This is good to see. As far as how it's lining up with their indicators, it is below the 100 100-day, but it did close at the 200-day, above the 200-day at $8.57, and the 200-day is at $8.50. So still looking fairly good. And also taking a look at the 21-day EMA, was able to finish above that. So for the most part, if we end up getting some more news or some sort of a catalyst, as we know, we're expecting some updates in June. No doubt in my mind, we could see this pattern continuing, going bullish, going towards the upside. If we still get delays and things are still getting drawn out a bit, of course, a lot of shareholders are going to get impatient. But what I want to see is OCGN continuing to respect this $8 area of support. It got down to $8.26 and then rebounded. So that was definitely good to see. If we take a look at the RSI down below, it's still right around fair value. So just taking this into mind and seeing where the potential highs were in the past, when we get those certain updates, I just want to let you guys know you could definitely be primed up for a good run here. If it does decide to pull back, of course, I got to cover this on the channel for you guys, then definitely look out for areas here around this 770 level, and there's also as well around this 750 level. So 750 to 770 where it pulls back. So that's it. Hope you guys found this helpful. So we're on Fintel. We're going to be taking a look at the recent institutional ownership for OCGN. You want to see what the recent buys have been. So green rows indicate new positions, while red rows indicate closed positions. So we can see here on June the 1st, Vanguard going in heavy on a lot of the stocks that we actually covered today. So you can see here 2.6 million shares, right? Just over that. We also had them going in with another position here with 5 million shares, and then another one here going with 150,000 shares, and then another one which is a new position today with another 150,000 shares as well. So Vanguard definitely loading up the boat on OCGN, which is also really good to see. As we know, institutions are not going to be investing in stocks if they do not see a potential return on their investment. So for my final thoughts for OCGN, I know you guys are going to have those questions saying, so how do you feel about the director selling shares? So in regards to how I feel about that, this could be happening for a number of reasons. First being is it could be personal. There could be a chance where he's looking at it like, hey, there's other investment opportunities out there, so I'm going to sell some company stock so I can free up some cash and put it into investments. This could also be for family reasons. It can go for a lot of personal type of reasons. It doesn't automatically mean that he doesn't believe in the company that he's working for, which is Ocugen. So I just want to make sure I put that out there very clearly. But I do understand the fact if some of you might feel that way, because also in a lot of cases, the shares have gone up quite a bit. Let's be honest here. It was literally a penny stock trading in that 20 to 30 cent level, and look where it's at currently. So by selling, again, he's locking in some profits. And if you have the opportunity to do that, then hey, by all means, go for it. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know what, he's saying, well, the stock is currently overvalued at the moment. I don't see why it's going up, so I'm going to start selling out shares and getting, no, it doesn't work that way. He still has a large chunk of shares left over, so that's one thing we also got to pay attention to as well. So it doesn't mean that it's all bad, but I would continue to keep an eye on these particular things going down inside the company. I feel this is something you need to be aware of if you're an investor or a shareholder of OCGN. Another thing that I also want to go over, many of you are going to say, well, this sounds very bearish. This is negative. We want to hear some better news, some great news, some good news. My focus on this channel is to keep you guys informed and in the know, whether it's good news or bad news. Because if I just tell you guys good news and not tell you certain things that you need to know, then what kind of channel would this be, or what kind of person would I be to be hiding from you guys? So that's part of the reasons why I wanted to share it. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about institutions. We have Vanguard that is loading heavy into OCGN today, and that's definitely something that is good, and it's also interesting to see. We're going to continue to keep an eye on it as the week progresses even further, but of course, we don't have the short interest information, something that is actually accurate due to the fact that as far as when that data is available, it's going to be later on in the evening, and I would have already posted this video, but I will make sure to provide you guys with an update tomorrow. Also, do remember we're expecting to hear some big time updates in June as well. So if the stock is pulling back and you believe in the long-term prospects and you see the potential to make some big profits in this play, then definitely take a look at the technical analysis and see where you can take advantage of some opportunities. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.